Hi everyone. I'm Vickie Kello, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Brisbane. Welcome to Friday Lights Craft. With me, let's see whether anyone's going to log on. Hi Kerry. Hi Sue. How's everyone's week been? Hi Donna. Why is that coming up like that? Oh, hi Glenda. There we go. Oh. Alright, I can't get rid of that. Okay. Thank God it's Fridays, all I can say. It's a bit like that. It's been a big week. Been a massive week, actually. Hi Megan. I posted your parcel yesterday, Megan. So I did ask for a signature on delivery because of the value of it. So hopefully you should get that maybe. Oh, you got it today. Oh, good. I was wondering whether it was going to come today or tomorrow because, you know, I had a parcel go missing with Stamping Up to me, but then I also was sending a parcel to WA and it took 6 weeks to get to WA. It's absolutely ridiculous. Oh, that's no good, Glenda. So I've had a very busy week. I had a team meeting during the week and I had a challenge for my team to create something from the holiday catalogue that's not Christmas related, and we don't do Halloween, so I don't usually see any Halloween cards, so not holiday related. So I used the So Many Stars bundle and I created a few cards. So this is one of them. I just used the perennial birthday stamp set as well. So I got this one and this one. So what I did was the layering cardstock underneath, the colours, I just cut out a whole heap of stars, and each time I ran it through the Big Shot I got 4 stars. I know. Hi Deb. We put the air on straight away, Megan. That's hi Anita. It's probably terrible. And all of these have got the brick embossing folder at the back. As soon as I woke up this morning I knew it was going to be a hot one, so I just stuck the air on straight up and it's been quite nice. Thanks for sharing, ladies. It's been quite nice inside, but every time we went outside it was a bit hot. So there's that one. The card you sent me was absolutely stunning. Oh, that's lovely, Megan. Thank you. So I got quite a lot of cards. Hi, Angie. Out of just a couple of layers of cardstock and cutting 4 things. We still have it on, but I'm outside. So cool. Well, my husband just turned it off because I said to him, when you go past, can you turn it off? Because I've actually got a blanket sitting on my legs. It's just a tad bit cold. Hi, Wendy. Hope you're feeling better. And then this one. So out of those stars that I cut. Hi, Chrissy. Thanks, guys, for sharing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8 happy birthday cards, all in different colours, and using the So Many Stars bundle. So that was my challenge to my team, so I'll upload them to my team page over the weekend. to make something out of the holiday catalogue that is not holiday related. Freezing down here. It's snowing and hailing. Oh my God, Angie. How can that be? It was like 38 degrees today. It was so hot. I've had the air conditioning on all day. Oh, Chrissy. Cold in Adelaide. So I've also, anybody got any rain to share? It's a bit like that. I do love that Stars bundle, Glenda, and I'm pretty sure that even when it retires, I'm not going to get rid of it because it's so versatile. So the other thing I've been doing this week is making a whole heap of cards using, I'm just trying to get them all, the Feels Like Frost Suite. And 14 degrees. Oh my God, heater on for you, Anita, as well. Ugh. So I've cut a whole heap of these out and I finally got around to putting them together. I think Seaside Spray is going to be my new favourite colour. I just love it. And then Rococo Rose could be a close second. And I don't really know which way this is supposed to go. I've got it on different ways in each card. I don't think there's a wrong way or a right way. And I did use Purple Posy, even though that is now being discontinued, which is a little bit sad because this new ink pad of mine is actually working compared to my last ink pad. So I thought I was going to get some good play with it. You like these, ladies? Yes. And on the thermostat was less than 1. Holy dooly, Angie. That is freezing. So they're those ones, but I liked this paper so much and realised that it's not really Christmassy because there's lots of flowers and stuff. So then I've got, I can't remember the stamps that I used. I think it was the one with the chair. What's that? Oh, look, I've still got it on my desk because I haven't cleaned up yet. Colourful Seasons. See, it has the chair. I knew that one. So it's got some really nice sentiments. Just breathe. I use this one that says life is a beautiful thing. Could have used this other one that says you make me smile. I wanted one that would fit on my 2-inch punch because, as you all know, that is my go-to. So I've just used the rest of the DSP and made some really nice cards that I'm thinking I will put in my swaps for on stage. Because these aren't really, like the DSP is not specific to Christmas. I've knitted lamb jumpers. I might have to do some for your chickens. Oh, that's a good idea. That paper makes easy sympathy. It does. So it just is so easy, and really the paper does all the work. You don't really have to do anything. So I whip these up really quickly. So I have been busy. I really like that one. And that. And then I want to try, I'm not sure whether you've all seen, but if you've got that paper, the back, so these are all my scraps. The back of that paper is all silver and white. So I'm going to try something. I was going to try it tonight, but I'm doing something else. Trying to colour that and making cards with that. So this is the Feels Like Frost paper that is in the catalogue. It is $25, but you get 48 sheets of 6x6 DSP. And I've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 cards out of that. I still have about 8 sheets left, and I only had half a pack because I did a paper share and I had half a pack left over. So that made all those. So I've been very busy. and then I'll just put them over there. I did have, and then I finally got to play with the snow globes. I've got some glare on that. And you can see I've put some dazzling diamonds in there. In America it's gone, they ran out of it. Oh really, Angie? But see, because we don't really have, I was really hesitant, and I haven't bought this. I stamped some images from a friend because we don't do snow or anything wintry. Hi Marie. In Australia, so I was really hesitant to buy any of it. I did buy heaps of snow globes because I thought I wanted to do something with that, and I haven't done that yet. But this actual stamp set I haven't purchased. I've just stamped from a friend because of that. So I could see why that paper is already gone in America, because at least they have a white Christmas. We don't have anything like that, so we'd all be sweltering. So I drew, Adrian did the lucky draw thing beforehand. So this paper, this is a old one, a C one, and that is for Kim Heath, won that. So I'll have to get Kim's postal address off her. Just write her name on that. And I think we can start getting into some crafting. So I'll switch you ladies around. Now, my desk is still a mess from crafting today and the week, but we'll make do with the room that I've got. Hi, Marnie. Hope it's warm in time for Christmas in Melbourne. That'd be nice. We had snow in the Alps this week, so maybe a white Christmas, Deb. Oh, maybe. It's a bit late. So what we're going to make today, good thing you're on, Deb, because I'm casing your card. So Deb is in my Greater team, and we had at our last team create day, we had swaps, and Kim created this, Deb created this card, and I really liked it. Hi, Kylie. I posted your parcel too, Marnie, so hopefully that arrives, because I figured with all the Facebooking that you must be back. So I've cased this card from Deb McLean, and I've made a couple of versions, and I'm going to make it with you again tonight. So this is what I've done. Hi, Julie. So I've played around with dazzling diamonds. So I don't have the new snowflake sequins, and I also don't have the new ice glitter either. So that's what jet lag does to your Marnie. So I've had my dazzling diamonds for years, so I decided to use that. So I've stamped the snowman already, and so I stuck some Tombow on the snowman and then covered him with dazzling diamonds and coloured around that. And hi, Beck. Deb has used the birch background, so I've got some of them. If you don't have some of these supplies, I've got some. You need the ice glitter, it's amazing. Yeah, I haven't got it yet, Megan. Every time I see something with it, I think add to my order. I've started my list for my on-stage pre-order and other things that I want to add to it. And there's a lot more from the catalogue rather than what's going to happen on pre-order than I had thought. So I thought if you don't have the birch background, you could use the crackle paint background or the birch. But I've changed it up a little bit. And I've used the subtle embossing folder on silver foil. So this was Deb's and this is my version of it. And then I've used I think this is the classic label, punch to punch it out, whereas Deb's just cut hers out. This was another version, and this is a big snowstorm coming in because I had a bit of a argument with my Wink of Stella and a big blob ended up there. So my snowman is left white. Oh, thanks, Marnie. And I've just coloured him, and then I've Wink of Stella'd everything around trying to get some sparkles, but my Wink of Stella had a big blob there, so it's a massive snowstorm. And then this version, I just Wink of Stella'd the snowman and I've left the outside. And then this version, I've Dazzling Diamonds the outside and just Wink of Stella'd the snowman. So I'm going to make a couple with you tonight and show you what I've done with those. But they're really nice and quick and easy as well. So I've already stamped the snowman. And I've just got some pastel blends for colouring. My Wink of Stella. And then I've got a basic grey. Have you put something in? No, it's just the embossing folder, but it looks really, really good. Just that subtle embossing folder. It's just really shiny. So we can put some tape down on the foil. Now when I emboss, and then adhere that layer, I make sure I put tape on all four sides because it does tend to want to lift a little bit. And we'll just put the two cards together at the same time. I do love that folder too, Deb. It makes it gives a good look, but I think it just takes it to the next level when it's on foil. It is awesome. The foil's great, ladies. If you haven't tried some, I suggest you do. It's really, really good. Even if you just do a little piece, you don't have to do a whole card front. And I've just got these pieces of white, because this cardstock is so dark, you want a layer of white on the inside so that you can type your message and stuff. It wasn't my idea for the foil, Marnie. I saw it somewhere on YouTube and I loved it, so I had to do it. But it's awesome. Looks good. So with this one, I might stick I've got the metallic edge ribbon as well, and then some of these cards, because I was really cranky with this. So I wanted to try and take the attention away from that, so I added the ribbon here and then had some left over, so I added it here. But with these two cards, I might add it the whole way around. It is very shiny, so you're probably getting a lot of reflection with the light here too. But it's a nice effect just from an embossing folder, really. It kind of looks like a bit like raindrops or beading coming down. So, I don't know whether it's because the foil paper is a bit thicker or not. It just seems to show up the definition a bit better. And then because it's shiny, it's fabulous. Who doesn't love a bit of bling? some ribbon on. And since I discovered colouring this ribbon to whatever colour you want, I've gone through 2 rolls of it, so I need to get myself some more of this as well, because now you can have any colour ribbon you want by colouring it with the blends, and you get a silver edge to it. The gold one works as well, but I find you've got to have darker colours when you're colouring that in because it's vanilla, it's not white, so it just takes a little bit more to colour. No, Marnie, never too much bling. Love it. Okay, so if we bring our snowman in and we colour them. So I've got, what have I got? Light grey granite, just for the bottom. That's all right, Angie. How dare somebody phone on a Friday night? And you could go all out and shade and do lots of different things. I'm not very good at colouring. I just colour one colour. I don't shade. Hi, Linda. Thanks for joining. Now, this one I'll do a blue hat. This is light balmy blue. This is far better to watch, especially as hubby has a cricket on. Oh, that's lovely. And this one will be a green hat. He likes the cricket. I don't mind the one dayers, and I really like the 2020, but anything else I get a bit bored with. And this is light mint macaron. Just filling in the blanks. I didn't want anything too bold or bright, so I went with the pastels because I didn't want to be competing too much with the bling. I do, but crafting videos come first. Crafting always comes first. My son's 4, and my husband and I have already discussed that, like, I don't mind him playing a sport, but we've both kind of agreed that cricket is off the table because I just don't want to sit there all day and watch. I've got light pineapple punch for the carrot, which is a yellow rather than orange, because I just felt orange was too much. Yes, it's the subtle embossing folder on foil, silver foil for the background, Linda. And then with the light sea foam, I just did like an edging around the snowman just to highlight him a little bit. So I'm hoping my son looks to something like soccer or football or something, or tennis, maybe. On tennis you can't control the time either. Something that you can just sit and watch and then that's it. I don't have time to sit there all day. I'll never have any time for craft. He'll probably love cricket now. He probably will, Deb, because I'm trying to steer him clear of it. Donna, they are great. I love them. And they just make it so easy because I seriously, I am really terrible at trying to blend and colour without any lines, and this just makes it super easy. So you can get all the colours come in a light and a dark so that you can blend. And I do have all of them. I just don't blend. Son played League and we ended up at the hospital each week. Yeah, I used to watch my brother play League, and then when he was about 12 I had to stop because when they'd collide for a tackle I'd feel physically sick. So yeah, my husband was a big soccer player, so I'm thinking we're going to lean towards soccer. Now I'm going to stamp this sentiment. So I've got Happy Christmas, and it's from Itty Bitty Christmas. In here, this little Happy Christmas here. But I could do Christmas cheer. Let's do Christmas cheer. That should fit too. I've got a few with Happy Christmas. My children all did did athletics. Don't encourage tennis then. I never had a weekend. We were at tournaments every weekend. Oh. My husband keeps telling me something's going to have to give. I keep telling him I'm not ready. I'm not ready. But working full time, studying and having a 4-year-old, I'm dreading once he starts playing sport or something. There is just going to be nothing. So I've got grey granite because I didn't want black, but I wanted something a bit dark. Christmas cheer. Oh, I like the font of this. I like that. Why didn't I see that before? When my boys, they did cycling, injuries were common with them as they were daredevils. Oh, see, that's what I'm scared of too, because my husband already calls me a helicopter mum because I don't like Hunter doing anything that he's going to hurt himself with. So we've got the classic label punch. And I'll show you some tricks on to how to shorten the punch. So just because it's that length doesn't mean it needs to stay that length. So I do want it quite a tight fit. So every time I try and do this on camera I stuff it up. So there's 2 ways of doing this. You can feed it back through the punch, and I did it all afternoon and it's fine, but every time I go to do this on camera it doesn't work. So the other way, if you're talented and can get it through there, that's fine. If not, oh, just drop those other cards. Get a post-it note and stick your post-it note on your other bit. What set is the Christmas? It's from the Itty Bitty Christmas in the holiday catalogue, Julie. It's a really nice font. I love it. So get it on a post-it note and feed it back through and just line it up. Oh. And then punch, and that should come out, and then that comes off and you've got a smaller tag. So we'll see whether I can get this one in. Oh, look at that. See, now that worked. So you can feed it back through like that. Just make sure you line it up and do that, and that does make it a little bit easier, but I've learnt from previous times every time I try and do it on camera it never works. Yes, I bought this set straight away, Julie, but I really haven't taken much notice of it because even at our Team Create Day, somebody used this this Merry Christmas and Happy New Year on a card, and I'm like, oh my god, where is that set from? Where is that stamp from? Because I haven't seen it, and it was in this. So I got it, I just haven't used it or haven't taken notice of all the stamps because there's 18 stamps in there. It's a bit much to get your head around. So then I'm going to decorate one with Wink of Stella. Now that the blends have dried a bit. So just colour in, and from my squeezing episode earlier, there is still 10 ton of glitter on this. So he's coming out a little bit grey, but that's okay. So that's one way of decorating. Just the Wink of Stella, and that's heaps easy because it dries really quick because this has got alcohol in it. So it's really easy, and would be really good to mass produce. Now, if we're going to use the Dazzling Diamonds, I'm just going to get my scrap piece of paper that I use that's covered in glitter already. And I'm just going to do the snowman. So I just used Tombow, and I just rubbed that over, not really pressing too hard. We don't want too much glue. And then I just got my finger and wiped that so we didn't have any lumps or bumps, and that the whole snowman was covered. And just get the glue off your fingers. Now, I transposed my Dazzling Diamonds years ago into this little shaker container. But it does come in like a tub, just like our embossing folders, embossing powders. And I think I got 2 tubs of it in here because I love it. Love it. It's really, really fine glitter. And then we can tip the rest back in here. And I'm just going to see whether I can tip some more. Yes, it does go everywhere, Linda. Okay, so we can put that back away over there. And then we just shake him off. I'll just put that over the bin. But because the Tombow dries pretty quick, and that's pretty much stuck on there, there's not much glitter coming up on my finger. And it wasn't too messy. So there's 2 different ways of doing the snowman, and then the other ways, I did drop those cards. This one I glittered the whole outside and left the snowman free. And this one was just the Wink of Stella everywhere on the outside, and just the snowman again. So there's lots of different ways to do him. So then we just stick the dimensionals on the back. Even on the cat. Well, it's a bit like these dimensional backings. They get everywhere. I've got dark carpet in my bedroom, and I always am finding dimensional backings in my bedroom on my carpet. And then on the sentiments, which I've lost here, because this is so small, we need the itty bitty mini dimensionals. Yes, the puffy paint could work as well. I haven't got that, Deb. My dog had one on his foot. They would look good on wobblers. These are my Deb made another card to Megan at our Team Create Day, which had the cows on wobblers that we made ourselves, like just some wire that we wrapped around a pen. Oh, and they were fabulous. And I showed them at my work day when I had the mental health day, and they were the most popular card, the cows that with the heads moving. It was good. Oh, well, you can tell me how it goes, Deb, with the puffy paint. Okay. So there's that, and then we'll stick the sentiment on this one. Oh, I like the Christmas cheer. I've used glitter on material for gymnastics costumes. After gluing it, we sprayed it with hairspray. Oh, that's a good idea, Shauna. They were pretty cute, Deb. Everyone loved the cow card. They wanted to make it on that day. I'm like, oh, that's a little bit complicated for people that have never stamped before. I didn't have time for that. We'll work up to it. Okay, so there's those two cards. Oh, getting rid of those dimensionals. So this was Deb's card, and I've cased it to look like this and made a couple of them. And then I was going to recreate this card with you all, but I was going to stick a snowman on the inside of it. So, I have a scrap of this paper left over that feels like frost paper. I don't know what to use crystal effects on. Well, I've just used that, Julie, on this. So I've punched out a snowman already and let him dry, and then I've used the shimmery crystal effects. You really need to make the Glenda, make sure it's dry first. So I punched these a couple of days ago because I think, and that's the trick, I think you need to make sure that you punch and really let it dry. But to me, there is shimmer in this. There are some fine, fine glitter particles, but there's not a lot. Not enough glitter for me. And so when you put the crystal effects on, it makes him stiff. So years ago we used to just have plain crystal effects, and I'll try and find. So this is just a plain snowman that's just been punched, and there's like, he's not really stiff, he's just paper. And then that's it with the crystal effects. So I don't know whether you can see. Where is the camera here? There we go. So it makes it a bit stiff and gives it a shiny, hard coating. So years ago we used to put just plain crystal effects on things that would give it a glossy finish, but kind of make your own embellishments a little bit, because this is hard and then this is just normal paper. But then they stopped doing crystal effects, but the fine tip glue does the same thing. Sorry, Julie. I'm trying to get, when I do close up, trying to get to know where the camera is. The fine tip glue pen does the same thing, and I find the fine tip glue pen was a bit easier to spread so that you got a more even coating, because I can see bits on this with the shimmery crystal effects that I didn't get bits, because this point was taking some of the product away. Rather than the fine tip pen, you could control it a bit better. So even though this is like a tiny point, I find the fine tip glue a bit easier to control than this. But I was going to put it on his hat. We used to use the old Crystal Flex like glue, so maybe add dazzling diamonds. Yes, very similar, Deb. So I was going to show you how to use the Crystal Effects, and I've just spurted that everywhere. On the hat for the snowman, which I have already coloured with the blend. So we'll see whether this runs or not then, Glenda, because with the other stuff I've used, I haven't had any colour on it. Maybe put, yeah. Because I wanted to see how dazzling it was or how shimmery it was, but to me there's not enough shimmer in it. But I do like a lot of bling. So I've coloured it in the using the shimmery effects. Anything that you want to make shine. Yeah, because we can put it on the Christmas tree here too. Oh, see, that is making the colour run a little bit there. And these trees were stamped ages ago. So it didn't run with the blends because they're alcohol. But with the water-based ink, which I stamped ages ago, it is running a little bit there. And now I've got a green tip. On that. Yeah. Might have to use permanent marker, permanent colours, Glenda, instead of water-based colours. Because I find often, like if I do that, do I have another green tree? Even with the, what have I got? I've got all my scraps here because I was trying to use up some of the stuff that I've already punched out. I've got this bauble here, which I've done. And I find even with the Wink of Stella, that makes the colour run. See how that, because this is stamped on very vanilla. And now if I Wink of Stella all of that, it's making that colour run. It's giving it nice shine, but it's also making that colour run. But then with the alcohol markers on that colour hasn't run there. So just something to be mindful of then using that. Just stick them over there. This one will be dry, but the Crystal Effects won't be dry. Okay, so back to the card making. Sorry, ladies. Where have I got my bits? So we're going to use the So Many Stars and the Seaside Spray. Oh, up here. Okay, so we have a card back. So I'm going to have a white, don't say Stampin' Up, say don't add Crystal Effects to ink. Oh, just add to other embellishments. just a card front layer, and then this is the snow globe bundle that's cut a quarter of an inch, an eighth of an inch smaller. And then I've got some scrap of this, which I'm just going to stick behind that. So I'm just going to tape that down first. So get the tape. So that's taped down. That's not going to work. I need to stick the globe in there. Oh, Vickie, I need to tape it on the other page. Yeah, well, that's what's happened then tonight, Julie. Is that it's run. But that's okay. All right, so tape your paper down on the backing of that. So I've just stuck that down where I think that's going to layer, and I can see some of that tape being shown, but that'll pull off and we'll just have some glitter stuck there anyway when it goes through. Now these cups or globes have sticky on both sides. So if you just take your pick tool and you can take the tape off. Just take off one side at a time. So I'm going to stick my snowman down. I kind of want him in the middle. I might have some trees in the background. I've got these trees to use up. And then his hat. That's still not quite dry. But we'll stick him down with just dimensionals. And we'll just stick these guys down with just some tape. So it's on stage next Friday. Well, on stage, Stamping Up's demonstrator conference is next Saturday, but I will be flying to Sydney on Thursday. So we won't be having a Facebook Live next week. I have put a reminder to come up saying no Facebook Live, but just be wary, because I don't think I can do it from Sydney. It's just not going to happen. I'll be too busy trying to be doing everything else. Oh, we're going to stick dimensional on the back of... Who wants to come over and do my fussy cutting for me? There's a punch for this, Megan, because there's two. So this one, there's a punch, and for the Christmas tree, there's a punch. Oh, Julie, we'll have to see whether we cross paths. There's thousands of other demonstrators, but this will only be my second on-stage event. I've been a demonstrator for 7 years, but it took me so long to work up the courage to go to an event. And now look at me, I'm doing Facebook Lives every Friday. Sparked a bug. So with the snowman, I'm just trying to find him. Oh, I'm cutting Elfie, yes. I wish they came with dies. But the snowman that I'm using is this Snowman Season stamp set, and he comes with a punch. And then the snow globes are on this page. And they've got some really nice sequins, but I don't have them, so I'm just using the Dazzling Diamonds instead. So we're going to stick him down and stick a dimensional on the hat. 4th on stage. Oh, nice, Julie. I've got to try and organise my swaps this weekend. I finished my assignment last weekend, so I can submit that because that's due whilst I'm away. Okay, so that on there, and then we've got to make sure that that's okay. So then I just fit the cup through here before I do that because it'll stick down. I really want to go to on stage, Linda. It's awesome. I enjoyed my first one in Auckland. So I'm just pouring the Dazzling Diamonds onto the snowman because I know that's going to be in the center. It is the best. What uni? I'm studying through Kaplan Professional, which is a uni that's through. Well, it's a education facility that does financial planning, so it's not. I don't think it's really officially a uni, but I do get a tertiary qualification out of it, which is what I need. Okay. So I just need to move that over just a little bit. Okay, so that is stuck down. Now we need to lift this up. And it's just sticking on the tape that I had lifted. To go to on stage, Linda, it's awesome. Absolutely awesome. I don't know why it took me 5 years or 6 years to work up the courage to go, because everyone is lovely. And when it's your first on stage, you get this little badge that says it's my first on stage. And so you have all these random people come up to you and they'll swap with you even though you haven't had swaps or anything, or talk to you about your first on stage. It's really nice. So I've just got some scrap paper underneath me because we're going to use the Seaside Spray ink. I need to put that stamp away. And out of the So Many Stars, I'm going to use this little starry image. And then just stamp the whole background. So I've just got a scrap piece of paper underneath me and randomly stamp and pretty much cover everything. And you can kind of go over and stamp any spots you may have missed because it just looks like more clusters of stars. And you kind of made your own DSP. Hi, Carrie. Right, so, oh, it's really heavy down the bottom and not so much at the top. So there, covered that. And then going to get the season's greetings. Yeah, I agree with that, Julie, because I regret why it took me so long to go now. And it was mainly because I really wasn't ever part of a team or anything. Then one year my upline had a group of girls that wanted to go, and then they all kind of started pulling out, and that was when it was on the Gold Coast. And so I was interested, but then because everyone kind of pulled out, I was the only one left, and I'm like, I'm not going by myself, I can't do that. Now I just go by myself. I wouldn't care because everyone's so nice. You don't need to go with people. Everyone's so lovely. So I'm just getting the season's greetings, which is also out of this set. And I'm stamping it in Night of Navy because I just need it to stand out a bit more. I love the stars, Julie. They make a great background. I use them on everything. Yeah, they've had a few on the Gold Coast, Megan. I missed out on the one. I really wanted to go to the one in November last year that was in Brisbane. And I left my husband in charge of registering my ticket for me because I had to be at work that day. And yeah, he forgot about it and missed out. But I think even if he had have remembered that in November they sold out in like 9 minutes or something. It was massive. So I'm not sure he would have got tickets anyway. You've got to be really quick. I think they need to get some bigger venues so that we can have some more people come. It's great. Okay, so then I've got this little filigree piece and the base piece of the snow globe cut out. So this is just in silver foil as well. Now this piece, oh, we can get rid of that scrap. And we can tape this down. Now with this, I just make sure that I have a lot of tape on because of the cutout as well. Yeah, we need to put in the sandbox that we want bigger venues so that more people can come, because I think there's also a lot more demos now too. Why wouldn't you want to be a demo? It's a great deal. You get $235 worth of product for $169, and then you get 20% off. Love it. Okay. Oh, there's also another sticky on this. Melbourne would be nice, Linda. We could all go down and have a shopping trip. I have a team member in, or she's just outside Melbourne. She's in Sale. So that means I would be able to go down and see her. That'd be nice. Okay. And then that just fits round, and because we've lined it up before, we should be pretty good. We just need to move. Just move this over just a tad. There we go. And then just stick that down. And then just with Tombow, just little dots because we don't want too much, but we do need it to stick, so just little tiny dots. Tombow and I are not friends. I usually get into a massive mess with Tombow, but there's really not much I can do about this. That would be lovely, Linda. And then just line this up. Oh. And then some dimensionals on the back of that. I've got Tombow everywhere. Well, I'm in Brisbane, Julie, so in Queensland. Then we stick some tape on that. Tape on the back of this probably would have been a good idea before we stuck the snow globe on. And then, did I have a card front? When I use white as my card bases, I use the thick Whisper White. Yes, ladies, Shauna is my team member in, that's at sale, but catching up with Linda and Anita would be good so she can meet some more Stampin' Up interested people. And then just layer that on the front. Why is that not sticking down there? And now we have the snow globe. So the snowman with the Christmas trees. And this one is just the trees. And I did stick the crystal effects on here. Oh, and Angie too. So we did the, oh, I was going to stick ribbon on this one. Oh, let me stick ribbon on. I got the ribbon out and everything. Is that going to lift up? No. Maybe I'll just stick a bow. Damn it, I forgot the ribbon. Just stick a bow on here. Stick a bow up there. And because I've already got this bit of ribbon cut, I'll stick a bow on it too. Hi, Jess. Put a bow on the base. I'll put a bow on this other base. Now you can all watch me tie a bow. I usually make sure I do this off camera so that you don't have to see what a drama it can be. This ribbon is beautiful. Alright, so get a glue dot. There we go. So you made those two cards, the snow globes. And then these ones, which was me casing Deb McLean. And we did the Wink of Stella just on the snowman, or we did the Dazzling Diamonds on. And then these were the other ones that I had to play with So it's a different sentiment. And this is the dazzling diamonds all around as well. So we did loads of cards tonight. Use lots of this. I love this ribbon, Julie. And even this ribbon too. Love it. Where did you get the card pockets from? These plastic sleeves. These are the ones I buy, which are poly bags, 100 pack, because they fit the envelope in as well, and I get them from Target. I used to get them from Kmart, but the Kmart ones are a tight fit. These, I've got plenty of room for the envelopes in with these ones, yeah. So they're the ones I use from Target. I usually only go there like once every 6 months and I buy them out of what they've got in store, which is usually about six or seven. So thank you, ladies, for joining. And just remember that there's no Facebook Live next week because I will be in Sydney, but I'll be back the week after. And for those that are coming to the card class tomorrow, I'll see you there, and look forward to it. So have a nice weekend, everybody, and thanks for joining. You'll have to go back and watch the replay, Jess. They were awesome. Thank you.